Hello, everyone. You would agree with me that conducting good research requires stating very good research questions and hypotheses, and before that, articulating what a good research problem is. In this piece, we're going to together learn more about this by critiquing a set of research questions. Imagine that you are a research supervisor and your research students submitted these research questions. How many houses were affected by the recent floods in the country? Now, kindly note what your response to this question will be. Would you accept it? Why? Would you reject it? Why? And when you have noted your response, then continue with this video. Let's imagine you have a second research question, maybe from another student, and she is asking, what are the effects of the insurgency in northeastern Nigeria? Again, pause this video and note what your response to this question would be. A third research question: did the COVID-19 lockdown affect school attendance rates in Accra? Again, if you were to supervise a student who submitted this, what would your response to the research question be? Final one is research question, we call it 4. What is the correlation between online press releases by Bankers Union and the incidence of flood in Lagos? Now, again, kindly note what your responses to each of these research questions would be. And then let's continue. Let's take a look again at the research question, starting from the first one. How many houses were affected by the recent floods in the country? This research question is too narrow. It can be answered immediately by one factual phrase: 361 houses, 500 houses, 10 houses. It does not require any serious level of research. It requires only simple counting. More importantly, it cannot form an argument, neither can it advance any academic conversation. So, it is not a good research question. Research question 2: what are the effects of the insurgency in northeastern Nigeria? Again, this is not a good research question because it is too broad and unfocused. What effects of the insurgency on what? On health services, on agriculture, on what? On the weather, on interpersonal relationship, on group relationship. This is not specific, and the methodology that will be required to tackle this will be huge and even cumbersome, and it should take about a lifetime to complete this kind of research. Again, and you don't want to spend the whole life answering just one research question, do you? Research question 3: did the COVID-19 lockdown affect school attendance rates in Accra? This is also not a good research question, you would agree with me, because it is too obvious. If there was a lockdown, if shops and schools and everything was closed, then it certainly must have affected school attendance rates anywhere, whether in Accra or in Nairobi. Research question 4: what is the correlation between online press releases by Bankers Union and the incidence of flooding in Lagos? If you look very well at this research question, you will agree that it's a bit ridiculous, because I mean, it just doesn't make sense. How do we begin to find a connection between press releases by bankers and the incidence of flooding in Lagos? So now we have looked at these research questions and we have identified why they are not very good research questions. Now I want you to take a few minutes to then compile for me what you think are the qualities and characteristics of a good research question. Thank you very much.